Hi, my name is Stanton, and this speech is on the car sales industry, and this is my audience.
Morelia, Logan, Mackenzie, Renan, and camera girl Drea.
Okay guys, with a show of hands, how many people here would rather be at a dentist chair or the dentist than the car dealership? As funny as that statistic may sound, it's very true. People actually really hate going to car dealerships, and it simply makes them cringe. Although my time in the car business has been brief, I've learned more about working with different people than I ever have at any other position that I've held. Car sales is something that I never imagined myself doing, but I've actually learned to really enjoy. Okay. A coworker of mine, his name is Walter Dolan, has been at my location and in the business for over 15 years. Before car sales, he was a Brooklyn cop fighting crime for over 20 years. Walter is now one of the most successful car salesmen in the state and makes well over $150,000 per year. This can all be due to his integrity, his honesty, and the fact that his customer base actually trusts what he says and does. The car business is in dire need of individuals such as Walter who can establish the credibility, honesty, and rapport with his customer base. Instead of avoiding dealerships, my intentions are to show how car shopping can be fun, inviting, and a witnessing opportunity to share the word of God. What I'd like to share with you today is a brief illustration of the integrity in car sales, with the honesty in the business, salesman credibility, and the trust in the value. My goal is to inform you that car sales is a misunderstood business and should not be feared. People should love coming in to purchase a vehicle. It's a happy time, and it should be done as such. I have three main points that I'd like to touch on. The first being honesty in the dealership. Second being trust and credibility. And third being the product value, and that it's worth the cost. Let's start out with honesty. Honesty, which starts out with a breakdown of costs, taxes, refunds are provided to each customer during the negotiation process. A lot of people tend to get upset because they feel they're getting shafted by the car dealerships. But what we could do with these new negotiation processes is actually provide a paper that gives a breakdown of each individual cost. We can emphasize each point to these guys to let them know that this is exactly what they're being charged for, and this will be out the door. There's no hidden secrets, no hidden costs, or anything that's going to pop out in the end. So they're getting whatever they pay for up front is what they're getting in the end. The second is the markup or the gross. People concern themselves that these dealerships are making all kinds of money off these cars, which couldn't be farther from the truth. The way that dealerships make money off cars is through volume, not each individual sale. And the way the volume works is you make minimal gross on a lot of vehicles, just like Walmart would make money off of all their products. They sell everything so cheap, and the reason they're able to do as such is because they sell such a large volume. Okay. And finally, the customer's request for the invoice can be shown at any time. So anytime they want to see documentation or hidden documents that they feel that we have in the back or some secret safe, where we can actually pull these out and show them. Okay. The second point I'd like to touch is the trust and credibility established by the salesman. Credibility can be earned in the depth of product knowledge. Individuals that come in want to be told about the vehicle and want to be informed about what they're purchasing and not know more about that car than what the actual salesman knows. These people have a lot of access to in-depth knowledge of vehicles or anything else just by simply going to Google. You can come in and know more than the actual salesman. Listening to the customer and finding out their needs is very important for customer return. People want to be heard. If you've ever had a conversation with somebody, I know a few people that come to mind, they really like to talk about themselves. So if you get individuals wanting to deliver things and talk about themselves and what they want, and then actually respond to that, you're going to have a happy customer. Okay. Third and finally is the responsibility in delivering promises. A lot of salesmen will get overzealous and they'll tend to make empty promises to customers, and it can be frustrating for the customer if they don't deliver. Okay, because people want, these salesmen would want these sales so bad that they're willing to tell you how much they can get for you when it's actually not true. third point I'd like to make is the value and the cost of the vehicle itself. Product safety, innovation, durability, comfort, and appearance are items that are considered by the manufacturer. In my instance, it would be Nissan. We take pride in our product, and we take pride in the value that we put into the product at a reasonable cost. Individuals can come rest assured that they are going to be getting what the product is worth. Also, we want to talk about trade-in. A lot of people definitely get scared when they bring in a trade-in and feel that we're going to give them under what their trade-in is worth. Obviously, that these trade-ins can be viewed at any time through Kelley Blue Book, Edmunds, wherever you want to go. They usually have this documentation ready for us to look at, and we can go ahead and return it and verify that. Last but not least is the warranty information. It's provided for the product longevity and the customer reassurance that they're getting the product for the remainder of the duration of their lease or purchase. In conclusion, God values integrity, honesty, and trust. Implementing these attributes in the business provides a positive sales experience. The perception of car sales would improve drastically if these values that God values were intertwined. Bottom line, people expect to be treated as individuals and not as a number. Okay. What I'd like to do is tell you about a book that I like, a phrase from a book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Renewing the spiritual dimension provides leadership for your life. The spiritual dimension is your core, your center, your commitment to your value system. It is a very private area of life and a supremely important one. It draws upon the sources that inspire and uplift you and tie you to the timeless truths of all humanity, and people do it very, very differently. That's Covey 2004. I hope you guys take this into consideration, what I've spoken about, and I appreciate your time.